Hello everyone and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm your host Mike and today we are going to be looking at our grammar station unit. That's right, it's time for some grammar. We've gone to the grammar station. Today we're going to be learning about information desks. We're going to be asking some questions and getting some information at an information desk, information counter, here's a good word, kiosk. A kiosk, that's a nice word, isn't it? An information kiosk, that's basically an information desk. This will probably be something you'll find in a big, busy place. A place a lot of people come to, maybe tourists and other visitors. Maybe it's very large, really big, kind of confusing. People get lost or they want to find special places. They need information, they need answers to their questions, so you go to the information desk. And a hospital information desk will tell you where to go to find a doctor, to get an x-ray. A shopping mall information desk. Oh, you're looking for that store? Oh, it's up on the second floor if you walk that way. That kind of thing, you know. And if you're in an airport or a hotel, information desks are there, of course, to help travelers and tourists find the places they're going, not get lost, and get answers to their many questions. So, who is going to be getting information? Liz. Who is going to be giving the information? The clerk. Where is this going to happen? At the information desk. You guessed that already. Let's check it out. Liz is talking to a clerk at an information desk.
Excuse me, can you help me? I am new to this airport.
Sure. What would you like to know?
Are there buses to the city from here?
Yes, there are. They are on the ground floor.
Okay, so, Grammar Station Part A, Information Desk. That's the title that we can see there, and that tells us a fair amount, but let's learn a bit more. It says Liz is talking to a clerk at an information desk. So, yes, now we know that Liz is the person who needs the information. The clerk is the person who has all the information. And the information desk is where this is happening. And that makes sense because, you would expect to find a clerk working at an information desk because a clerk is simply a person who serves customers in a store or other business kind of like that. Clerks have all sorts of different jobs. In a supermarket, the clerk would be someone who cleans the store, who puts the things on the shelf, opens those boxes of soup or whatever and puts it all up there, and they'll also answer questions, show people where to find things, that kind of thing. In a fancy store, maybe like a jewelry store, the clerks will dress really well and help the customers, maybe serve them tea, answer their questions, and try to sell things to the customers as well. So clerks can be all sorts of different things in different businesses, but basically they're there to help the customers, keep the store clean possibly, and also answer questions. Especially if you're a clerk at an information desk, that's basically your only job. Maybe answer the phone, answer questions, and help people out. So Liz is there. She's looking for some help, and so she goes to the information desk. As I said, this is somewhere you'll find in a big place like an airport or a hospital or shopping mall, and you can go there and ask questions, get help, get information. So Liz begins our dialogue by saying, "Excuse me," a very nice way to begin a conversation when you walk up and you need some help. "Excuse me, pardon me, can you help me?" She says, "Can you help me? I need some help. I am new to this airport." So we are at an airport. Now we know where this information desk is located. It's located probably at a big airport in a big city. I say probably because big airports are big and they're really easy to get lost in, right? Terminals, departure, arrival, duty-free, check-in. There's so many different things, places that you need to go in airports, and you often have to walk a long way, right? So that's what an airport is. It's a place where planes go. When you want to take a plane, you don't use an app and the plane lands in front of your house. You don't go stand on the street and wave your arm when a plane comes by, lands and No, you go to the airport, right? Like a train station, but for airplanes. That's where you go. In Taiwan, Taoyuan International is the biggest airport, but they have smaller airports in other places, and there's a really small one on Green Island. Have you guys ever been to that airport? Man, that is a small airport. Very exciting to go to. Whoa! Anyways, so the airport where planes land, take off, pick up passengers, that kind of thing. So the clerk at the information desk says, sure, yeah, I can answer your questions. That's my job. Sure, I can help you out. I can answer your questions. What would you like to know? In other words, what question are you asking? So Liz asks her question, are there buses to the city from here? Okay, that's a good question. There might be a sign that says buses to the city, but if she didn't see the sign, or if the airport is really big and she's kind of in the wrong place, she might not see a sign. So she wants to know if there are buses to the city. A good way to get to the city from an airport, they're often far away. Taking a taxi, that distance would be quite a lot. I think a taxi from Taoyuan Airport to Taipei will be $1,000 or more, but a bus might be $100 or $200, something like that. So you can save some money if you take the bus from the airport into the city. But she has to find out where they are if she's going to do this. So the clerk says, yes, there are. Yes, there are buses to the city from here. Where do you find them? They are on the ground floor. That's what the clerk tells her. Now she knows where to go to catch a bus into the city. What is a city? It's a big place where lots of people live together. It will have many buildings. It will have hundreds of thousands or millions of people. It will have highways. It will have probably subways, buses. Again, lots of people, apartment buildings, you know, a city. It's big. It's where most people in the world live these days. Taipei, Hong Kong, Tokyo, New York, you know, cities. And to get to this city, she'll have to catch that bus, remember? And the clerk told her that you can catch the buses on the ground floor. This is basically the first floor, the lowest floor of the building, but not underground, not the basement, not B1. We're talking about the ground floor. You walk out the ground floor, and there you are on the ground. That's probably where you'll find the taxis and cars and buses. This is actually an interesting one. If you go to the UK, or maybe sort of British places like Australia, possibly even Hong Kong, if you take an elevator, the first floor will actually be called G. That stands for ground floor. And if you want to go to what we would call the second floor, you would choose 1. That's the first floor above the ground. So a quick tip to remember is if you're in sort of an English-British country, G is the first floor, what we in America would also call the first floor. But anyways, in either case, this is the one on the ground where the buses will be, because buses don't fly, so they have to be on the ground. Makes sense. Let's take a break.
Great. Also, is there a bank in the airport? I need to get some money.
Yes, there is. There are actually a few of them.
Oh, okay. Are they also on the ground floor?
No, they are on this floor. Let me show you on a map.
Hey, and welcome back. So we are with Liz. She is at the information desk at the airport getting some great information and great help from the clerk. She just wanted to know if there were buses to the city from the airport. She wants to save money and not spend so much on an expensive cab or taxi ride. And the clerk said, yes, you can catch the bus from the ground floor. So this is good news. Liz is happy to get this help and this information. That's why, as we get back to the dialogue, she says, great, cool, awesome, thanks. That's good information about the buses there. But she has more questions. She needs more information, which is fine because the clerk has all the information she could need. So she asks this question also, is there a bank in the airport? I need to get some money. Well, that's good, because if she was going to the bank to get some coffee, that wouldn't work because you don't get coffee at banks. You get money at banks. That's where you put your money. Your money goes in a bank. Now, we use this word to talk both about the whole business, all right, like HSBC or China Trust is a big bank. It's a big company, right, that has a lot of money. And we also use this word to talk about their stores. Basically, what we would call a store for another type of business, like the shoe store or the coffee shop or something like that, that's the bank. I have to go to the bank. We don't mean the whole company. We mean that place down on the corner, that one where you keep your money, kind of like that bank, that company's store. So we can mean two things, both the big company, like what bank do you use, which company, what coffee do you drink, what shoes do you buy, but we also talk about, oh, this is my bank is across the street. That's the one that I go to. But in either case, if we're talking about a bank, we're talking about a big place that's got lots of money, you put your money in there. The idea is they keep your money safe, and then when you want it, you take some out of the bank. And that's exactly what she's going to do. And of course here, since it's, modern world, she might not actually mean a bank. She might just mean an ATM machine, right? One of those things you put in your card, press some buttons, and it just comes out of the wall like magic. That could be what she means here too. Anyways, so the clerk says, yes, there is. There are actually a few of them. Oh, okay, so it could be a bank. It's probably more likely an ATM machine, but the good news is there are actually a few of them. Now, when he says actually, this clerk is giving her a bit more information. Yes, we have a bank. He could just say that, but he's saying, well, to tell you a bit more, to give you more accurate or more useful information, we have a few of them. We have more than one, actually. This is something you didn't know, and I'm kind of adding it in there because this might be more useful information to you, because sometimes you can save money if you use the same bank as the one you normally go to as your card, right? Anyways, so Liz says, oh, okay, this is good news for her. It won't be hard for her to find a bank. They have choice. She'll be able to get her money, no problem. And then she wants to know, good question, where are these banks? So she asks, are they also on the ground floor? She's thinking, oh, that would be convenient. I'm going to the ground floor to catch my bus. Maybe I'll walk by the bank on my way there. Bing, bang, done, no problem. But no, sorry, Liz, no. They are on this floor. It won't be as convenient as she hoped. She might actually have to go 2 different ways. This could take, 5 minutes or so. Of course, it isn't a big problem. They're on this floor, and then she'll maybe go down 1 floor to the ground floor to catch the bus. But they're not on the same floor. Banks are up here. He says, let me show you on a map. That's a good idea. If you're trying to find your way around a place that you don't know very well, having a map would be really useful. Now, in the old days, maps would be printed on paper or put in a book, and you'd have to open it up. Often it would be really big because maps are the way we show the world on a very small scale. It's almost like being a bird or being up in an airplane where you can look down and see the roads and see things that are much bigger than you would normally see in real life. But maps are drawings on pages or paper, and of course now when we use GPS, we get a map on our phone. Or in another place, maybe in a shopping mall, they might have a map just of the store, and it shows you where the stores are. Or in an airport, they'll have a map. It says if you're catching a plane, go here. If you're waiting someone to get off a plane, go here. Coffee shops are here, restaurants are there, parking lots over there, and they'll show you on a map. So in your mind, you can say, okay, I'm here, so to go there, I have to go up here and turn and walk that far. All of that stuff will be on a map. And of course, these days, as I mentioned, you often just have to pull out your phone and press, Google Maps. That's what it's called, because that's where they have maps. So as long as you know how to read a map, you will never really be that lost. So it's a good skill to have, learning how to read. And yeah, that's the verb we use. I'm going to read the map, or you could say, I'm going to look at the map. So the clerk is going to show her the map. Okay, information desk is here. Banks are over there. Stairs or elevator is over there. And then on the ground floor, maybe on a different map, that's where you will catch the bus. So as long as she remembers that, takes a picture, writes it down or something, she will not get lost, and soon she'll have money, be on a bus, heading to the city. I hope your day goes as well and as smoothly and as successfully as Liz is so far, and we look forward to you guys coming back to join us tomorrow for more Grammar Station and in the future for more fun and fascinating articles. I have been Mike. You guys are always wonderful, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Liz is talking to a clerk at an information desk.
Excuse me, can you help me? I am new to this airport.
Sure, what would you like to know?
Are there buses to the city from here?
Yes, there are. They are on the ground floor.
Great. Also, is there a bank in the airport? I need to get some money.
Yes, there is. There are actually a few of them.
Oh, okay. Are they also on the ground floor?
No, they are on this floor. Let me show you on the map.
Hi， 我是维尼，又见面啦！一起来看看今天新的生字文法。首先，第一个字是 clerk， 它是服务人员、接待员，就是店员的意思，它是名词。The clerk in the supermarket was really helpful。那位超市的店员呢，帮了我很多忙。第二个字是 airport， 机场，它是名词。When do they need to be at the airport？ 他们呢，什么时候需要到机场？第三个字是 city， 城市，名词。Do you prefer to live in the city or in the countryside？ 你比较偏向住在城市呢，还是乡下？最后这个字是 bank， 银行，它是名词。How often do you go to the bank？ 你多常去银行呢？那来看一下今天的用语哦。首先是 excuse me， 不好意思，请问一下。那 excuse 呢是动词原谅的意思，所以 excuse me 呢通常是会放在问问题之前，那是一种怕打扰别人的时候会用的礼貌的用法。看个例句 ，Excuse me, could you show me where the restrooms are？ 不好意思，请问可以告诉我厕所在哪里吗？那这边的用法呢要注意，它就是用来说你可能担心会打扰到别人，那要吸引别人的注意的时候用的。很多同学呢可能会把 excuse me 还有 sorry 的用法搞混，因为中文的时候我们可能都会翻译成是抱歉的意思。那这边要提醒大家 ，sorry 呢通常是会用在做错事情之后的道歉，那通常是用来表达遗憾啊。那像刚刚的这个例句呢 ，excuse me 呢就是它是比较是礼貌性的用法，所以要注意哦。那下个用语是 Can you help me？ 可以请你帮个忙吗？Help 呢就是帮忙、协助的意思。I can't move this table by myself. Can you help me? 我自己搬不动这张桌子，可以请你帮个忙吗？最后一个用语是 Somebody is new to place. 某人第一次造访某地。New 呢在这边是指新加入的意思。We are new to this part of town. What is there to do here? 我们呢是第一次造访镇上的这个区域，请问我们可以做些什么呢？
Have you ever wondered what causes earthquakes to happen? Well, here in the Geological Science Hall, you can find out anything you want to know about earthquakes. The Chelungpu Fault Preservation Park opened in 2013. In the Geological Science Hall, you can learn all about Taiwan's geology. Here, there are many interesting and fun things to do. Visitors can see records of seismic activity many years ago. The hall invites you to try out models that show how the Earth's plates move and cause earthquakes. Learn how scientists study earthquakes to guess when they will hit and find out how earthquakes happen. From fossils, you can learn more about what the Earth is made of. Make sure to go to the viewing platform for an amazing experience. It takes visitors fly over Taiwan in a hot air balloon. There are many interactive exhibits. The Geological Science Hall makes geology very interesting.
See you next time!